So my parents got married when I was 2 years old. My biological dad had passed away when I was 6 weeks old, and they received Social Security for my brothers and I until we turned 8. My parents had me, my mom must have had me start working. Now, my mom put my dad's life insurance into thirds, into accounts for my brothers and I, into CD accounts that would mature by the time we turned 18, and then we could have money for college. My parents had me start working when I was 15, and they did my taxes until I was 18, so they took my tax returns. I didn't know about that until I was 18. I didn't even know that there were tax returns. I was under the impression that I didn't get a tax return until I was 18. My boss told me, no, your parents are probably just taking it. I was like, oh, I mean, at that point, I don't know. My parents have been telling me my money was not my money my entire life, so I got pretty used to it. I never got like allowances or anything like that. And then once I started working, like, it was kind of just, I don't know. My entire life was it was understood that like certain aspects of who I am as a person were just under their control if they chose it to be that way. It was really weird. I just didn't know how to talk for myself or how to like think for myself or be myself. So like they could just take complete control. I don't know. Weird. But yeah, there was always a lot going on with money. And when I turned 18, they stopped getting Social Security for me. And that same year, the housing market crashed and my dad's contracting business ended up $500,000 in debt because they had two houses that they weren't able to sell. So the money that had been in the account for me to go to college, I lent to my parents in order to keep them out of bankruptcy. They're supposed to refinance the house and then pay me back once they refinance the house, but that didn't work out. For some reason, they weren't able to refinance and they ended up having to go bankrupt anyways. And so then they decided to pay me, it was like 20 grand, and they decided to pay me it back over the course of however many years in $200 a month increments. Um, that turned into kind of just something that my mom specifically, but like both of them could use against me in order to like maintain a relationship with me when I wasn't trying to maintain a relationship with them otherwise. There's a lot of issues that I had with my family that I didn't know how to confront, and I was more or less just trying to run from those things and even have continued to, really, just because it just seems like so much for me to take on as one person when it's like this entire family structure. My entire family is just, I mean, I guess it's a matter of opinion, right? Their opinion would be that the entire world is fucked up and that they're the only ones that are in the right. Um, but even they know that's not true. So I don't know. I don't even know where to begin when it comes to my family. But I have been trying to break away from having a relationship with them for a very long time. Um, and so even at that point, like when they kept trying to maintain a relationship with me over money, I was just like, take it, keep it. I don't even care. Like whatever you say, yeah, you already paid me it all back. It's fine. Like, I just want to move on because I don't want anything to do with you guys. And kept trying to become estranged from them because I just didn't feel like, not only did I not feel supported, I felt like I was actively being like brainwashed and controlled and abused, like, by my family. Um, yeah, like especially like, yeah, in like these financial ways and stuff like that too. I don't know. There's just a lot. There's just always a lot when it came to them and them not allowing me to have like my own identity and shit. And so I was just trying to break away from all that and was just like, I don't even care. Like, money is not going to keep me around you people. So I did become estranged from them as much as I could for a time. But at the same time, like, I don't know, there just was always these different ways where we would end up like still having some sort of relationship, and every single time it ended up burning me. Every single time, specifically my mom, like she'll just straight up lie. She'll just straight up lie. She'll tell me that she'll promise me that she'll, do something or be away or not say certain things to people and stuff, and inevitably like she just does every single time and she don't care. And all she has is excuses for the ways that she is and how much she's hurt me, and she didn't mean it like that, and it's all my fault. And it just gets really, or it's her fault, but I'm the bad guy because I can't like get over it when she's still the same person. I mean, I don't know. There's just a lot when it comes to like, I've learned in my adult life, like if somebody is not going to give you the space and respect to be your own person and to get to know you as your own person, if they're going to have all these different like preconceived notions of who you are and try to put you in a box, fuck them. Like literally have nothing to do with those people. Those people are bad news for you. Those people don't even know themselves because they have so much time to sit there and put you in a box. Like forget those people. And I've tried my hardest to work out the relationship with my mom and to try to give her space and to try to give her time and to try to work out these things and try to find a compromise, and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it at the end of the day. It literally compromises my soul. And I've, just tried to work that out again and again and again and again, and it's always just ended up fucking everything up. And so then it's like even this time where recently, like, I've continued to just like pull away from them and have to support myself and, work whatever jobs I can work and learn whatever I can learn in order to work those jobs in order to be able to support myself. And I've been supporting myself as best as I can, which hasn't been the greatest. I mean, I feel like I just wasn't probably educated about a lot of things until I was an adult. I had to seek certain things out and I had to learn the hard way about things. And then like, coming around to like, okay, so now I'm like starting to understand how things work. And even that, like now the whole system's crashing. So like, it's not even, it's just a constant, learning process, which is fine. It's just definitely not like what my parents try to make it out to be. And like, they've never actively done this stuff. And like, they've just fell back into their own little comfort zones and act like, that's fine when they're not being sustainable members of society and are, raising up kids in opposition to things. I don't know. There's just a lot of different issues that I have with my family structure in general. But like when it comes to like, yeah, I didn't have a relationship with them. I didn't have this type of support because they didn't know how to give it to me. They didn't know. They've never done this shit. They use each other. They don't do anything for themselves. So like, I don't even know, man. I don't even how it came to the point of me going back up to my family's this year. It's like a whole bunch of bullshit, but essentially it came down to my biological dad's mom passed away and she had left me an inheritance. And because I was estranged from the family, apparently, I wasn't able to sign off on it because they weren't able to contact me because I haven't had a permanent address, aside, well, I did for a time last year, but apparently they couldn't get a hold of me. So, because I did have a permanent address actually at the beginning of this year too, but they couldn't get a hold of me. So they got everything transferred into my mom's account, which is like just not how things work. For as much as I'm aware, that's just straight not how things work. So like immediately when I was told that, like it struck me as like, oh right. I mean, immediately as soon as I found out, I already felt like there was some sort of bullshit going on. Just some sort of bullshit. There always is. And especially when it comes to money, like my fucking parents like hate people with money because how dare they like act like they're so much better than everybody else. But meanwhile, they will literally do anything for money. And like, I can't stand people like that. Sit there and judge everybody just because they're jealous. They're jealous. They're jealous because they don't put in the work. They literally dropped out of school in grade school, middle school. My mom finished high school when she was 30, but like they're not educated, they're not experienced, they haven't gone out and tried to like, yeah, it's a big scary world. Things have really changed. I can't imagine what it would be like to be in your 40s or 50s trying to relearn all of this stuff, trying to go through it. I imagine that's terrifying. At the same time, I've had to do it in my 20s and fucking 30s because they didn't do it. So like I don't really have so much sympathy for them. Like, I have understanding, but what sympathy can I give to them? They haven't actually had to do the shit I have. And they're not trying to. They've just, fallen back into their own little delusions and little reality where they can have their little cult and raise everything, just have this little world that sustains their delusions, and that works for now, and that's fine, I guess. I don't agree with any of it. I don't know what to think about any of it, but it's like, is that my responsibility? No, my responsibility is to make sure that I'm okay and to just do what I'm supposed to do, which like, so, I'm not one to talk, obviously. I can never shut the fuck up. But it's not like I have the answers for what I've done and for my life. I can tell people about where I've been and what I've done and what I've been through and all these different types of things, and not trying to act like I'm better than anybody else, but like this, all this shit with my family is some bullshit. I tell you what, it's some bullshit, and I really don't trust any of it, and I don't even know how far it goes with certain things, and it's just like, it's definitely a point of like, I don't even want to worry about it, think about it. I just try to focus on what it is I can do right now with what I have and just keep building up from there. I've been doing that forever, and I just keep doing it, and it's fine. And I'm going to just keep doing it because it's all I know how to do, and I'll just keep learning better, through my experiences and stuff. But like, my struggle is that I'm not going to sit there and like sell out. I'm not going to sell out to some bullshit if I can help it. And I say that, but right, like I have like this mouth infection. It's probably going to give me a brain aneurysm. I've had it for a minute, so like I can't afford to get anything taken care of. So it is what it is. But like, in part, like it's not like the stuff that I'm consuming is helping. I tell myself I can't afford this stuff that would be helpful, like fresh fruits and vegetables and, baking soda and different types of stuff that I can use to try to heal it, salt and stuff. I just haven't invested in any of it. But like, I don't know, man. When it comes to my family, there's just been a bunch of shit. And like at the same time, like I try to be thankful for it because everything I've been through has taught me everything that I know and has helped me get to where I'm at. And like, because I haven't been given that support, and because I felt like I've had to actively like fight against the people that are supposed to be closest to me, like I've learned, how to change certain things about myself fundamentally, and how to like learn things, and how to like actually apply myself in ways that I wouldn't have otherwise. So I'm thankful for it. You know what I mean? Like it's always been a gift for sure. I know that it tends to be, like I said, like a point of frustration and stuff like that. But at the same time, like I try to just be thankful for these things and just try to take from it what I can and just accept things for what they are. Like, I don't know. I don't fully know anything. I'm not fully in control of anything, truly, except myself. And like, even that, like it's a constant balance. It's always something I'm having to work out. I just, I don't know. I don't know. My relationship with my family is like, I don't want anything to do with them anymore. I still feel like there's going to be some bullshit that I'm going to have to deal with because of all this other shit. And I just don't even know about it. But I assume that too, I probably won't know about any of this shit until I have a permanent address. because I can't transfer anything anywhere. So, like, who knows what's going on? I don't know. I'm trying my best, man. I feel like I just got. Oh, I just want to release these people. I want to release all this curse. I want to release all this bullshit. This entire family has been nothing but pain and trial and strife and a point of. I just want to release all of it. Like, I don't need to know any of that shit. I've spent my time away from those people. I'm my own person now. Like, let it go. None of them have anything to do with me. Not a reflection of me anymore. My past life isn't a reflection of me anymore. Ugh. I tell you what, this shit. I don't know. Got a lot going on in here all the time. Trying to get it out, trying to work it out, trying to find a balance. I feel like I have it. And then at other times, I'm like, I don't even fucking know. But, I'm doing my best with what I got. Which ain't much. It never has been. And that's fine. Because at the same time, I'm fully abundant. The universe, because I don't have much, the universe gives to me freely. I pour myself out so then I have more space to receive. And I trust the universe to guide me and to care for me and to provide for me all the things that I need in order to fulfill the successes that I meant to. So I don't really need to worry about it. Try to focus on the day-to-day, moment-to-moment, sense of self and clarity, just staying in the right vibes as much as possible, which is a struggle in of itself, so. I'm going to do some creative stuff. That's what I need to do. All right. Do something productive and creative and enjoy yourself and think about things. It's good to think about stuff.